when you fall in love with somebody, why do you have to diss the people here?
There are some good ones out there. I always say it. Very few.
Passport bros, you need to get some of your bros, because they talking really nasty things about other countries' women.
Women that are starting to wake up to this, and we're starting to see through the lies of the media. We're smart, and we're catching on. This is not going to be a forever thing.
Welcome back to More to Life. I got a good one for you today. Before I get into it, I ask that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to click the notification bell to ensure that you get my videos as soon as I release them. I'm not going to hold you up. Let's get right into it.
So we hear a lot of women being told not to settle. I would definitely tell the men, do not settle.
All right, so it says, I'm sorry that feminism, media, music, songs convinced me that I should do everything by myself. So these women are having a revelation. Let's get right into it.
I want to apologize for believing this lie that I can have it all, that I don't need a man, that children are a burden, that my career is more important than anything, that my bank account can replace a person being a husband for me. I'm so sorry that I was this feminist that media, movies, songs, influencers were convincing me.
Do you really mean it?
Stop the cap.
And it's still happening today, right? I seen Billie Eilish, My Body, My Choice, crazy.
Old ones, especially. Got them up about our body!
It's been done and it's still being done now. These women have realized over time, you know, as you can see here by looking at them, all of them are either 30, mid-30s and up, right?
You hit another wall.
But let's hear what they have to say.
That I can do everything by myself, and that being feminine and vulnerable was the wrong thing to do. And that I can choose to be masculine when it's a role that I don't want, I'm not qualified for, and therefore I cannot tell men what to do. So I just want to apologize for my part in it, for believing all this BS. And hopefully, you know, we'll do more healing on our end, women, because we're going to bear these children. So we need to get it together. And if I have a boy and I have that mentality, like I would never want to convince my son that he has to, you know, downplay his masculinity to make a woman feel comfortable.
Yes, and that's what's being pushed in society. I wonder if that's affecting their decision too, right? Right now in society, it's being pushed that masculinity is toxic, right?
The future is female.
I believe that the future is female.
Take notes, young man. The future is female.
Who wants to hear that? And I know these women are seeing that, right? I know some of them have kids. Like, wait a minute, so you're telling my boy not to be a boy? It's Babylon. Pretty much all over the world.
Not okay. So I'm just so sorry.
Yeah. I know that just from everything that I see, it just seems so discouraging right now to be a man and to have like accusations just flung at you in every direction in the media. But I feel like there are a lot of us.
I feel it's the best time to be a man. And I'll tell you why. When you're a man that keeps in your head, okay, you know, I'm not going for none of this stuff, and it just doesn't faze you. But right now with the kids, it's hard. And I think there's a lot of men out there that are stepping up for men and saying, hey, look, you can do it. It's not working here. You can go over here. Other guys let men know they have options. All right. It's a great time to be a man. Once a man realizes that and realizes how messed up society is and he's masculine, you can start taking over sectors. You know, especially as a young boy, young man coming up, right? He's seeing all these kids. All of these kids are doomed. Right, because they're going through the same thing. My body, my choice. Toxic masculinity. Men believe in that. So imagine you're a masculine man and all the men in the future are feminine. Oh, you have a great shot.
Women that are starting to wake up to this, and we're starting to see through the lies of the media. We're smart, and we're catching on. This is not going to be a forever thing, I believe, where men are, you know, really thrown away so much. So there are a lot of women who are starting to understand what's going on, and we're leaving this feminist movement, me included. And I believe that, you know, you just have to just believe that if you're looking for a woman who's understanding who's not going to emasculate you, we are out there, and there are a lot of us. You just like Alana was saying, don't settle just because you think they're not out there and that you can't find someone who's going to give you the respect that you deserve. Yeah.
It's starting to be the effect of the passport bros, right? You have some women that are lashing out, like you see them, they're being agreeable. You have other women that's agreeable too out there, right? Like there's even women in the community, black women that are agreeable.
Maybe learning the language, but to hunt down other Black American men to complain about them leaving. Why do you? I don't understand. Why do you care? And also, let's be honest about it, fellas. The women that have something to say about the passport bros, they're ugly. I'm sorry. I can say it. I'm a female. They're big as hell. You got Big Shirley. You know, it was that other broad that looked like the comedian that was, a man has to do work around the house.
Emotional, damn it.
And when she cross-eyed as shit, come on, saying, men gotta do work around the house.
Ooh, I like her.
And all this other craziness that doesn't make any sense.
Those women have a chance. These women, even though some of them to a point where, say if they don't have a man, they're pretty much hitting the wall or over the wall.
Great Wall of China.
They still have a chance because they still want to try. They want to give a crack at it and they want to take care of a man.
Chances are very slim.
So those women may be okay, right, with the way society is now. But let me continue on because I have another one. And yeah, and this right here says, feminists waking up 20 years later, realizing feminism only benefited the men. It sure did. That my body, my choice. I do whatever I want to do. Slut walks, all that stuff. Men were right there going, mm-hmm. And you know what's funny? Men actually like hypergamy. Men that are on their grind love it because you're a woman. You're looking for a guy that has everything you want, has the money, has the look. And some guys are on top of their game. And guys actually work up to build themselves up. So when they get there, they want it all. Like, oh, yeah, all the women come here. Because that's what's happening, right? You're all choosing the same guy. And guys are working to put themselves in that small percentage of men that you call dirtbags. The only ones that you date, right? That all the women want. Guys turn themselves into that man and have to pick it a litter. So it benefits men. She's playing, but it's a realization, and that's real. It really benefited men. Also, if you break it down to the upper echelon men, right? The top 1%. The reason why it benefited them because it created more debt slaves. You create more debt slaves that keep society rolling in your favor. And that's what was done, right? Woman, you're independent, you're independent.
Strong.
Now women join the workforce and they realizing, I've seen so many TikToks women saying, man, I want to be home and be able to cook dinner. You see nowadays, so many women on TikTok are saying, I'm wasting my femininity. I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend. And I kind of like a little bit because a lot of these women, they have guys that are making $1 million a year, that are making $500,000. What do you need to work for? I spoke with a guy the other day. He said, man, I had other women I was with before, I wanted them to stay home. I'm making $300,000-$400,000 a year. What do you need to work for? And that's what it's about. But guys, I got another one here for you. This one here is going to be another woman talking about passport bros. Let's jump right into that.
I have a serious question, and it's about the passport bros. I've seen guys who are all for it. I've seen people who are against it. And I've seen stuff, really negative stuff about people who've been scammed by it. So I'm like this. Go where you find love. I've even commented, made up a word. I've even left a comment. What is me in this word? Comment. I've even left a comment on a post. I'm like, if you found love, great for you. And the negativity I got back, I was like, okay. So check it out. What's up? I understand. You get your passport, you're going over there. Whoop-de-woo-woo. Why you gotta get some why you gotta speak negatively about us?
Oh, man. She was doing so good. Man, she was doing so. I said, man, okay, we have a supporter. She said, okay, go over there, do you? I'm like, yes, okay. Sweet. She's being sweet about it too. Why you gotta talk about us? Listen, if you're not like that, if Passport Bros is saying a certain select few of women, and you're not those certain select few of women, it's not you. It's not every woman. I make sure to say all the time in my video, there are some good ones out there. I always say it. Very few, right? And if a guy is not saying that, guys have to, I mean, of course, it's definitely it's gonna be a good woman everywhere, right? But is it the majority? Oh no. All of you want the same guy. You want the same guys that created feminism, like I was talking about earlier, right? Or if not that, someone close to it or somewhere near it. There's really men that are at a certain level, say the 5 figures up to 6 figures that you women want so much. That's going to be the guys that are close to it anyway.
Then I see a lot of black women who are very angry and adamantly angry. They go, whoop-de-woo-woo. Then I see other countries are really upset because they are speaking some Passport Bros. You need to get some of your bros because they talking really nasty things about other countries' women, and other countries ain't having it. So y'all might need to reel in some of your bros.
What are you talking about?
No negativity.
Who's talking about the other countries' women? I'm confused. I think I need to do some research because I don't know what she's talking about. Some other countries' women. I don't think guys are doing that, and I think the guys that do it. Like I've been in the Philippines for years. I talk about things that's done wrong here. Of course. Why would I not? I've been in the country for 8 years. Right? But I don't know if the guy is so bad about women.
But they standing up for their women. So my question is this. Love is love. You want to go somewhere and find some... Hey, I went to London. I fell in love with London. Somebody in London. It didn't work out, but I fell in love with somebody in London. Love is love. So my question is this. When you fall in love with somebody, why do you have to diss?
What are you talking about?
While you sit and watch TV with a beer because you don't have any skills that require you to use your brain.
We talking about men that's going overseas for $40.
And they're going out of the country to look for love because black women in America are ill.
Why do you have to diss the people here?
What are you talking about?
We dealt with the blatant disrespect from people like Tommy Sotomayor, Kevin Samuels, a host of others, including your homies. We ignored y'all and kept on about our business, but you kept poking the bear.
If you fall in love with somebody of another culture, another race, why do you have to diss your culture, your race, or the other people?
Passport Bros will never not be pathetic to me because they really think that a passport that you can buy for $160, is a form of currency and allows them to just take advantage of any woman around the world.
Innocent.
Listen, guys are not dissing the culture of the race. Guys are dissing the select few women in the culture and race, and it's bad. Now, for years, if you're a good woman, you should have been correcting these women, right? You should have been one saying, hey, look, you girls need to do this because, it's not going to work out for you in the future. So if that's the case, then you should be scolding women. But if not, and then you're one of the women that are over the wall with no man yourself, maybe you should have listened to the advice guys have been talking about yourself. Guys have been saying, But to mention the Passport Bros and come across like you're trying to school us, you still get a lashing from me, and I'm sure from many other guys out there, because this fake love, this fake femininity that you're showing, when really behind that, when you remove the veil, there's a scarlet witch under there. But I don't know what's going on with women thinking they can tell the Passport Bros what to do, because that's what it seems like. It's like we can do whatever we want anyway. Because one thing we do know is definitely more to life than dealing with fake feminine women back home like you.